isang consumer, ano sa tingin mo ang iyong mga karapatan?
Yan yung mga di ba? Right to product information. Yung parang ganon. Right to safe products.
Ayan ba yung right to choose good products?
Para may karapatan ka to basic human needs.
Ano yun? Consumer right? Right to return and exchange ba yan?
Meron po bang right to good customer service?
So now, we will talk about consumer rights and responsibilities. Consumer Product and Services Republic Act 7394
Consumer rights involves right to safety, right to basic needs, right to information, right to choose, right to consumer education, right to redress, right to representation, and right to healthy environment. First, right to basic needs. Basic needs is the right that guarantees survival, adequate food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, education, and sanitation. Right to safety. It is also the right of consumer to be protected against the marketing of goods or the provision of services that are hazardous to life and health. Also, to ensure safety, you should check first the labels for expiration dates. Right to information. It is the right to be protected against fraudulent or dishonest or misleading advertising like labeling, promotion, and the right to be given the facts and information needed to make an informed choice. And before you purchase a product, you can read its label first to know its uses, the content, the number of pieces, the proper handling, and the manufacturer for your safety and for you to be informed. The right to choose. The right to choose a product at competitive prices with an assurance of satisfactory quality. This is also your right to select from a range of goods and services, and you can always canvass for prices of similar or wide array of goods and services offered in the market before purchasing. Right to representation. The right to be compensated for misrepresentation, shoddy goods, or unsatisfactory services. It is also part of the rights to express consumer interest in the making and execution of government policies. Right to redress. As a consumer, you have the right to compensated for misrepresentation, shoddy goods, or even unsatisfactory services. And in case you have bought a defective product, you can return it to the store, look for consumer welfare desk, and request a replacement or refund or repair of the product, because you have the rights to return the defect product. Here are some organizations that protects your rights as a consumer, so you don't have to be afraid to speak up. Right to consumer education. It is the right to acquire the knowledge and skills necessary to be an informed consumer. It also provides the public with the information it needs on products and services so it can make well-informed decisions on what it is purchasing and from whom it purchases. Moreover, it helps consumers understand their rights and become active participants in the buying process. Right to healthy environment. It is the right to live and work in an environment which is neither threatening nor dangerous and which permits a life of dignity and well-being. In order to maintain a healthy living, we must practice the 3R: reduce, reuse, and recycle, because it is the best way to help the Mother Earth. So that's the 8 rights of consumer. I hope you understand it well, and I also hoping that you will apply these rights in a good and positive way. 2. Consumer responsibilities that involve critical awareness. It is the responsibility to be more alert and questioning about the use and the prices and the quality of goods and services we use. And one of the ways to avoid unethical selling is to check ingredients first and the expiration date. Second is the action. The responsibility to assert ourselves and act to ensure that we get a fair deal. Remember that as long as we remain passive consumers, we will continue to be exploited. Social concern. The responsibility to be aware of the impact of our consumption on other citizens, especially the poor, exploited, disadvantaged, or the powerless groups, whether in local or national, or in our community. Environment awareness. The responsibility to understand the environmental consequences of our consumption. We should also recognize our individual and social responsibility to conserve natural resources and protect the earth for future generations. Lastly is solidarity. It is the responsibility to organize together as consumers to develop the strength and influence to promote and protect our interests. Remember, just be a responsible consumer always and don't forget your rights.